And What's New to BGA brings you Belladone Bluff, a simple card bluffing game. See, it came out here about 2 years ago, currently rated a 6, 2 to 4 players, voted best 2 and 4. So this is a card game. The deck is made up of 80 different cards. There are 5 different colors here. Each color has a -6 all the way to +6. And then each color has 4 of these special action cards as well to equal 80 cards. There's 3 preparation areas where we'll be making your medicine. Each area always starts off with 1 card flipped over, and then you're adding cards until you get to the 7th. One key thing you'll notice is the second card will be played face down so you can't see the value, and then face up and alternating all the way to the end. This last card here will be face up, but it doesn't matter because when you place the 7th card, you will score that preparation area, aka this row of cards here. The active player will play cards in one of the 3 rows, following 4 rules. First, all the cards played have to be the same color. You can play as many cards you have of one color. So I can play both my greens, or if I got lucky and I have 5 greens, I could play all my greens. You can play as many cards as you wish of that color. Second, like I said, the second and the 4th and the 6th card have to be face down. Third, only the face up actions will resolve. So if I was to put this special action face down like so, it will not resolve and it'll just count for a 0. Whereas if I play my card here first and then my special action, the special action will resolve. And then finally, when you get to the 7th card, to finally play that card, you have to match the previous card in the 6th spot. Meaning if this was green, the only way I could finish it is if I play a green. Now you'll notice your opponent's cards are colored, so you at least know what color cards they have, but obviously you don't know the strengths or if they have the special cards or whatever. So I will start off, I will play here, and then I'll play there, continue. At the end of your turn, you draw back up to 5 cards. My opponent played a special card here. Now that requires all of us to play in this row only. So as you can see, I can't click anywhere but that row, and actually when I click on a card, it automatically goes there. So I will add my 2 cards to that row, and then I don't have to add both. Like I said, I could have added just 1. Then my opponent will play their cards, and they choose to play 2 cards, which will finish it, and then we will score this. Since my opponent played last, they will score the points, and there they scored -8, so they lost points there on that hand. Now there are 4 different types of special cards. First, the reverse one. All this simply does is make all the cards the reverse. So if they were negative, they're now positive. If they're positive, they're now negative. This one here, if you're the player who completes the 7th card, aka finishes it, you give it to the other player. So if you're playing a 2-player game, you just give it to your opponent. But if you're playing multiplayer, you get to choose who you give it to. This special card here, this card here was like the one I just showed you, where you have to play in this row until it's completed. And then finally, this one here allows you to look at all the face down cards, swap one of them for a card in your hand. So here I'm going to continue this row here. I'm going to put this down since it's now a +6. It's actually a -6 because of that card. And then I'll even it out there so it's roughly the same. My opponent plays there. I cannot finish off this row because I do not have a yellow card in my hand. I currently have 3 blues and 2 grays. So I'm going to have to play in a different row. So I can play this blue card here to finish it off, and since this ability will be face up, I will activate it and do its ability. Or I could play down below because I still don't have a yellow. Now, it is possible that I will not be able to play if we keep filling up this row and I do not have one of these 3 colors. It's possible that I won't have a play. If that's the case, I'm going to discard as many cards as I want and then replace the cards, but my turn is then skipped and my opponent goes. So here I'll play this blue, and we'll resolve it. This is going to let me swap out a card from my hand down here. Now, all these positives are negative and vice versa, so I really want to get rid of this 5 because now this is a -5. And I have the perfect card. I have a -6. I'll switch those out, hit confirm, and I'm going to score quite a few points here. $18, quite a bit. Then we keep playing here. The game is over when this deck runs out. When this deck runs out here, you're going to finish one more row if able to. Once that row is finished, you will calculate your score, and then whoever has the most points wins. This one here is a 6 for me. It's one of those games that I'm going to play a little bit now that it came out, but I'll probably move on from it rather quick. There are a few things I really like about it. I do like how you have to match the last card to the 6th card. That actually adds quite a bit to it. I do like that you can see your opponent's hand in a way. That way I can kind of guess, okay, he's got no yellow, so if I play this yellow, I can secure this row for me. I'm unsure if I'll play this much turn-based because I think I'm going to forget where I put where. So it's going to be completely random what these 3 face-down cards are because I'm not even going to remember my own after a few plays or a few days. So I do think I will play this one more live than I would turn-based for that reason. The special abilities are cool as well. You know, I like the one where it forces you to play one hand because you can really load it negative to begin with and then figure out, okay, if I play this card and this card, then my opponent's got 2 greens, he'll get stuck with it and then have to score a lot of negative points. So there are some little interesting aspects with that. I think after a few plays, I'll probably be done with this one. Well, I've been the Digital Board Gamer. As always, good luck and have fun.